Craig Boucher, my favourite Protestant in the whole wide world. What was going on in your world before you found the ECA mastermind?
First time or second time?
Well, I mean, we'll just call it all in one because you're not a lifetime member, so
Yeah.
Second time, let's go with that.
I would say a lot of noise, a lot of distraction. It's like we always know what we need to be doing, but then there's just so many people out there giving different options, people saying this is the best, and it's like you almost lose trust in your own decisions whenever you don't have a soundboard. Do you know what I mean? It's like whenever someone's working with me, I'm like, use me as your soundboard. Do not be getting distracted by the things you see on social media. It's not that they might never work, but it's like if you're not going to commit to that process long enough and just dip in and dip out.
Yeah, it makes sense, mate. Makes total sense. Second time around, was there anything you were apprehensive about in rejoining us?
No, absolutely not. Because I obviously didn't leave due to service. I left to just more explore a nutrition avenue point of view. So I was confident in coming back.
Nice, unreal. Since you rejoined, what has been the specific results?
At present, I would say from about this time last year or a wee bit before it, recurring members are probably up about 40-45% from where they were.
Unreal. Where attention goes, energy flows.
Yeah.
Unreal. Personally, has there been any specific results in that department, or has it all just been business focused?
I think most of it comes from personal development. Well, for me anyway.
Yeah.
Where I've had a long-term history of self-sabotage. So it's like, if I win, my business wins 100%. So it's like, it's a constant refinement of trying to develop myself, which will then in turn also develop the business or give me the capacity to actually develop the business better.
Yeah, unreal, mate. Has there been, aside from the last couple of days here in sunny Albufeira, has there been a point where you've realised that it was the right decision joining the ECA Mastermind? Like, what specifically made you realise that it was the right group to be in and the right room to be in?
So, obviously I was away for, could have been a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
And then it was coming back, and it was the guys that hadn't had their gyms open that long.
Yeah. And
it was like huge capacity in members. Like seeing this, because I knew where they were at and I knew where they're at now, and I'm like, and then I was like pissed at myself. I was like, if I had just stuck it out and committed, but I didn't. But there's no point crying over spilt milk. So it's like,
exactly.
I know what's possible if you follow the process in all avenues.
Who would you recommend the group to? Who should join the group? What would you tell them to convince them to be in it?
I suppose anyone who's looking a bit of leadership, a bit of guidance on their business, and what's the best way for them. And then I suppose anyone really in the fitness industry or any coaching kind of space, because it's like, it can be very lonely because there's not too many people that, with outside of this mentorship, if I hadn't been in it, where I could sit down and have meaningful conversations, build meaningful relationships, where it is centred around development of a coaching business. So I think one of the, if not the most valuable things, is actually just the room of the people that you're placed in. Because like, it's just the conversations you're having with people, like what's working well for you, what's not working well for you, because you can learn from other people's mistakes. Like if that's been a mistake for them, it's like, right, well, I know I don't need to necessarily go and test that. Whereas it's like, right, this is working really well for me. It's like, right, well, I'm going to go and start dripping that into my own system then.
Unreal. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Pleasure.